Um, First thing I want to get into, man. Bro, these LA fires. Um, do you know that the firefighters, bro, that they know that the firefighters that they got putting out those fires, bro, they're not real firefighters.
Uh, it's another fire today, actually. That's
It
what's up.
is,
Yeah.
and bro, it's crazy because it's like one, y'all saying y'all caught the dude who started the first fires.
I don't think the
Uh,
first fire is just that particular fire.
I don't think so either. I think it was a multitude of fires. You know what I'm saying? That caused for everything to erupt the way it did. But I was saying that to say, bro, do you know that those are actual convicts that are doing those that is putting out those fires?
Yeah.
Like due to the fact that they cut the fire department off, you know what I'm saying? They cut their budget, you know what I'm saying? So they saying that they ain't got no workers for real. So they sent 300 inmates to go put out those fires. Also,
This
but
thing, like, where did the budget cut? Like, I know, like, it'd be a lot of budget cuts just pushed by, the start of it, from my knowledge, was just about just Black Lives Matter movement was pushing defunding the police, right?
mhm,
Now,
they don't do
uh,
that. They don't defund the police. They actually increase the police budget, which we'll get into that.
no, what I'm
But bro,
saying is,
they
where
defund
did
the fire department.
that's what I'm saying. Where did any world, like, where any space where it was like this needed to be done to defund the firemen? I want to know, like, what was that thought process? Like, where did that make sense? Anybody I like know, like, just for the urban community, has nothing against firefighters. Uh, I don't know, bro. I don't know where. It's like a disconnect. Like, where did we want the state, let alone the county, let alone the you feel me, the cities that they are in? Just like, we don't want the firemen to get any out of the budget. I don't get that part.
It's like we've never heard an uproar about defunding the fire department. We've
That's what I'm
never
saying.
had a problem with the fire department.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? And out of all things y'all cut that. Not to mention, y'all didn't just cut the fire department, y'all cut the water off over there. It ain't no water in them fire hydrants over there.
Yeah.
Since when has that ever been a case? Like it's too much going on. Then when you actually look at the fires, bro, it's like you got cars and houses in disarray, gone, but you got trees standing straight up, good, no burning, no nothing. And then you got other houses in the midst of all the debris, standing straight up, standing tall.
Yeah. I
Like it was like
seen
it was like it was like it was ordered hits on certain houses and cars.
I seen like footage of like two people, like, documenting them saving their homes or trying their best to save their homes. So I don't think it's a lot of people going around, or even like after going through that, like, if you just was watching videos, like, it was a young lady, her and her, I think her dad or an older man. They, it was like a family house, and she just kept saying, like, "Nah, I'm not. It's my whole childhood in this house." So they, when I talk about they using everything, nigga, they going across the street. They looking at fires around them. Nigga, she ended up getting fire extinguishers by the end of the whole situation. So I feel like some of them, it can be the situation where motherfucker, like, let me go drive my car to Wooty Whoop house until this shit die out. Or let me try my best to, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna ride it out. Same thing in hurricanes. Like it be people sitting on lawn chairs on top of their roof. Like I ain't going nowhere. So I just feel like that's just basically what happened. I don't think it was like the conspiracies and shit like that. I just feel like yeah, we can go all day with the government and shit like that, but I just feel like the shit that's really real, that's really the truth. It's not to be like I guess spoke on. Like I guess when you get too real to the truth, it's not gonna be for YouTube. Like if you got the truth of what's going on, it's not gonna be for YouTube. It's not really gonna be for
And
anybody
I get that.
because
It's just certain questions I have, like
like
certain things that I know, like growing up in the city. You feel me? And then like traveling down to the areas where the fires happened at. You feel me? Like being in those areas. Know what I'm saying? Because I'm
mhm.
familiar with the areas the fires happened at. Know what I'm saying? Like so, just going around there and being around there. You feel me? And it's like some of the areas that got burned down, bro, is really nice areas, bro. It's real nice areas. I don't see. I ain't never remembered a time where they cut the fire hydrants off in our neighborhoods. You feel me? In our neighborhoods was nowhere near the type of neighborhoods
We
that
don't
got
even
burnt
know if
down.
they own or not though.
They said they
Like
off.
no, I'm just I'm saying how would we know they own if they own or not? Like only
Look,
reason, only thing I could think of that has something to do with the water system is like I don't know if this exists anywhere else as far as like outside like the West Coast or even kind of like Seattle and shit like that. Don't even deal with what I'm about to say. Probably Houston a little bit because it's like desert kind of, but I know for sure Arizona, I for sure know Nevada, California you would have to have like some type of water control because it'd be too much. It'd be a drought of water, and then on top of that, uh, it'd be a drought of water, and then
it's for
people
sure water control in Cali for
not
sure. Because
not.
when I stayed in Lancaster, um, where I stayed at, we couldn't water our grass.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So if
So,
they kind of, so I'm pretty sure if they controlling what time you should, you feel me, like water your
uh-huh.
grass, it's not too far fetched. That motherfucker like, nah, we not gonna load y'all up on the water on the fire extinguisher if we don't need them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like if y'all having a crisis with just water that we using for our lawns, you feel me? But then you have to think about it. Like, nigga, it's thousands and thousands of homes. A nigga might use a gallon, just 1 gallon for one line. And that's not even logical. Like 1 gallon, nigga is gonna fill up a corner of your line. You feel me? So gallons and gallons, thousands and thousands of home and no rain in sight. It's like, okay, I get it. Like from a numbers point of view, from that point of view of water control, I understand why the fire extinguishers wasn't, you know, it wasn't. It just how the timing of the wind, the timing of not having the water, the timing of the funding the firefighters. It's just all in one good time. Like it's like okay, the nigga fumbled the ball. The nigga happened to be there to pick it up. The nigga that picked it up happened to have wheels. And now it's a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not every time a nigga fumble and a nigga can pick it up. And not every time a nigga that can pick it up can take it to the house. You feel me? So that's how I look at it. Like it ain't just not gonna be something that always happen. It's just how it always a domino
That's
effect.
how I played out this time.
Yeah, and only way I can like I can imagine what's going on is like we could talk like off record, you feel me? But I could just imagine just all the signs of, like if I was watching a movie, hey, I got you. I can see all the signs of who's who's uh who's sending signs, like who like if you could think of a country, what country do all this shit remind you of? Like all the shit that's been going on from It's a lot of shit. You feel me? From the New Orleans shit to the Vegas blow up bomb.
Japan
Uh,
or Korea.
uh, uh.
If you just thinking of like something disastrous that's always happening, like Japan, bro, they have tsunamis like every other fucking week type shit. Like,
Yeah.
and then like, brother, like they be having more bombs than been reported than been blown up over there. Like you see it be crazy fires that happen in Japan,
Not for
crazy
real.
floodings. Like it's always something in Japan or in Korea, something like that. Outside of probably um yeah, that's the only country I can really think. Yeah, bro, that's the only country I can really think, bro, for real. Bro, it's like it's always something.
Now, I think I probably got to do a little bit more research
Like
on this.
what country did you have in mind?
Now, I just probably gonna do a little bit more research. I say that. Let me just say that. But
But you had a country in mind though.
nah, not really, not really. I just was wondering, like, what's your conspiracy theory is? But you know what's funny, right? I was going through some shit when I since we had a lot of time to go through some stuff. So I want to play some content. I might delete later, like I'm J Cole. But I think this would be dope to look at. Hold on. Cause I want to. I'm like, have we ever had a movie of El Chapo? Like we got documentaries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
do we
believe we
got
got a movie too.
movie? Like what movie?
I
Cause
think it's a movie called El Chapo.
is it? Let
If
me
I'm
look
not,
that
it's
up.
either a movie or a show.
Bro, let me go.
Matter of fact, hold on.
All right, so Chapo movie.
Yeah, Chapo. It's called
It's a
Chapo.
it's a series.
Nah, it's a movie.
Oh yeah, I
It's a
know about.
movie.
Okay, I gotta watch it. I'm
It
like,
came out in 2016.
okay, I gotta watch it. That's gonna be something for me to do.
What made you bring that up? Greedy?
I had seen a highlight, and I'm like, this shit is crazy. So let me see if they gonna talk about it right here. I didn't look at it beforehand, so let's see if we can find it in real time. Let's try this. We gonna have to cut this out though.
File your taxes 100% free in the app if you didn't use us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do It Yourself by February 18th. all tax forms and tax situations. Make the switch to TurboTax Do-It-Yourself and file free by February 18th.
Violence paralyzed the streets of a Mexican city yesterday as security forces traded gunfire with heavily armed members of a drug cartel. The son of the notorious drug kingpin El Chapo was taken into custody, then let go. CBS News correspondent Errol Barnett explains why.
It was a battle zone Thursday in the city of Culiacan, Mexico, the historic homeland to the violent Sinaloa drug cartel. Police confirmed they were patrolling a neighborhood when they were fired upon from a house. Once they fought back and entered that house, they captured and arrested Ovidio Guzman Lopez, a key figure in the cartel after his father, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, began a life sentence in the U.S. back in July. Washington Post Mexico bureau chief Kevin Seif.
Once word gets out that El Chapo's son has been detained by the Mexican security forces, like all hell breaks loose.
Police appeared to be outgunned by drug cartel forces as civilians ran for safety. Cartel members setting vehicles on fire to block roads, preventing security forces from maneuvering as men with heavy machine guns opened fire.
I don't think we've really seen anything like this on this scale in Mexico, maybe ever. Mexico's own security forces don't have the ability to defeat a cartel with, all the gun power that the Mexican military has, the Mexican police.
To stem the violence, Mexican security officials were forced to release Guzman.
It's just such a remarkable embarrassment for the Mexican government. El Chapo's escape from prison probably would go at the top of that.
Let me know when you want me to stop.
Bro, you can stop it whenever you want to, fam. That's crazy.
Nah, we just watching shit, just content. I don't know. I'll wait till you get back.
I'm right here.
That list, and this is probably just after that.
Now, Mexican authorities aren't the only ones who've been trying to apprehend Ovidio Guzman. He and his elder brother Joaquin were indicted on charges of drug trafficking here in the U.S. 2 years ago. But as of right now, they remain free. Errol Barnett, CBS News, New York. It was a battle zone Thursday in the city of Culiacan, Mexico, the historic homeland to the violent Sinaloa drug cartel. Police confirmed they were patrolling a neighborhood when they were fired upon from a house. Once they fought back and entered that house, they captured and arrested Ovidio Guzman Lopez, a key figure in the cartel after his father, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, began a life sentence in the U.S. back in July. Washington Post Mexico bureau chief Kevin Seif.
Once word gets out that El Chapo's son has been detained by the Mexican security forces, like all hell breaks loose.
Police appeared to be outgunned by drug cartel forces as civilians ran for safety. Cartel members setting vehicles on fire to block roads, preventing security forces from maneuvering as men with heavy machine guns opened fire.
I don't think we've really seen anything like this on this scale in Mexico, maybe ever. Mexico's own security forces don't have the ability to defeat a cartel with, all the gun power that the Mexican military has, the Mexican police.
To stem the violence, Mexican security officials were forced to release Guzman.
It's just such a remarkable embarrassment for the Mexican government. El Chapo's escape from prison probably would go at the top of that list, and this is probably just after that.
Now, Mexican authorities aren't the only ones who've been trying to apprehend Ovidio Guzman. He and his elder brother Joaquin were indicted on charges of drug trafficking here in the U.S. 2 years ago. But as of right now, they remain free. Errol Barnett, CBS News, New York.
And CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman joins us now from Boston. Hi, Ricky. So El Chapo's son is wanted in the U.S. for drug trafficking charges. And today, Mexico's Secretary of Defense said the Army and National Guard were actually trying to execute his arrest based on that warrant, but acted in a hasty manner with, quote, poor planning. So what does this tell us about the Mexican government?
Well, what it tells us is exactly what that says, which is that if you are going to go after someone in the Sinaloa drug cartel in the capital of Sinaloa, which is Culiacan, and one of the people you are going after just happens to be the son of El Chapo, you better execute a long-term plan. This is something that when we think of generals in the army who are dealing with tactics and strategy and create a plan that must be close to foolproof. This was ludicrous. What you had was a group going into a house where he was without any plan about how to get in, let alone how to get out. And the violence that ensued as a result of this attempted arrest and then ended because of the release of the El Chapo son really shows us that it's not only an embarrassment for law enforcement in Mexico, but it makes you wonder what they were thinking at all.
Right. And so, Ricky, if Mexico is unable to apprehend him going forward, does the U.S. have any recourse?
Well, what happened when we look back to the arrest of El Chapo, the father, what happened was the Marines were brought in, that is, the Mexican Marines. They were brought in to be able to capture him on the basis of, again, planning, thoughts about the correct strategies of how to do this, and the fact that there is no corruption that could be tied to the Marines. So perhaps, as the saying goes, they ought to think about that phrase,
you can
bring
stop it
in the
now.
Marines once again.
Right. Now, Ricky, when El Chapo was arrested, the hope was that it would lead to the end of his cartel, or at least.
Nah, but I was just like, damn, that shit crazy. Like, how much you would do? Like, what would you do for your son, bro? Like,
Fuck do for your son,
bro,
fam.
let's just stay right there. Let's stay on that question. What would you do for your son, bro? Let's just stay right there, and then we out of here. You feel me?
Only thing I can say, bro, you feel me? Like, I do absolutely anything, and that anything means anything. You feel me? Like, if my son need me, you feel me? I'm there, and I'm making sure I'm gonna be there. But bro, I'm not trying to take it nowhere else, bro. But they just said a man army that he made his soldiers is too much for the police in Mexico.
But that be like the whole thing would be like equivalent to a black man, a strong black man getting played with as far as they status or their power, or they mess with their family, and like shit, he got the whole Black Panthers with him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you wouldn't think the whole Black Panthers is about to overpower a whole police force. Bro, they just said that they had to let this man go because these niggas was too much.
But that's because they organized to be too much. That's what I'm saying. So if nigga was to organize and it'd be like all gangs is now under this Black Panther situation, right? And all these gangs will get funded a certain amount of money. You feel me? I'm pretty sure the government would think twice on talking to a black man that's in that situation or associated with that situation or is funding that situation. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Of course, like, motherfuckers gonna fall through the crack and get hurt or jail or whatever might happen in just the whole.
There's gonna be some casualties in some way, shape, or form
of the war. You know what I'm saying? But overall,
ultimately, in the grand scheme of things,
we ain't fucking with them. You feel me? Let them niggas stay where they at, bro. Like, you feel me? Because if
like
they,
like that biker gang. Is it Hell's Angels?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I think they made themselves into like a little mini militia that the police they don't fuck with. Like, Yeah, like, and it's a lot of them too. It's a lot of them little hell angel niggas. But that's crazy, bro. Um, I wonder what life would be like if every hood in the city was to just come together and be like, nah, bro, we sticking strong with each other. You feel me? Like, to make sure they can't fuck with us no more. That'd be different, bro.
But I talk about like the whole world, like the whole world. You feel me?
We'll never get that though. We'll never get that, bro. We'll never get that. Truthfully, bro, we'll never get that in the city, bro. It's too many niggas, bro, who, let me stop saying that. It's too many men who are gonna just naturally want to go against the grain, who's naturally just not gonna want to be a part of it, bro. So like we'll never get that. But we could get enough people to where no matter where we go, it'll still stand strong. You feel me? Like no matter where we go, you know what I'm saying? They know they can't really bother us because we got this background. We can make it that strong and get enough people for that. But to say the whole world, I don't think so. It's too many prideful dudes.
But it's so crazy though. Like for the new generation, if they was to think of Black Panther, they're thinking about they thinking about um the movie.
You know what? Be the change, right? As if our generation, because our generation is the new parents now, right? We the
Mm-hmm.
new aunties and uncles. We the new um nurses and doctors, the new politicians. Like we're becoming that realm.
Yeah,
So we can start teaching our kids to be that way. You feel me? Like, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody won't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still gonna be some dudes out here wanting to push their line against their enemies. It's still gonna
yeah,
be dudes out here looking at other dudes as enemies. You
yeah,
feel me? And it's like they gonna grow. They gonna teach their kids. You feel me? Nah, you don't let this person do this and that. Woo, do, woo. And their kids gonna grow up with that same type of mindset and that type of those type of character traits. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
I
if
feel
we
like
was to
you be too dumb into the age that they catch these kids. They already be too dumb to know like this will stop me from making money. This will
uh
stop
huh
me from doing this. This
uh huh.
they kicking it over there, but they don't get along. They making money over there, but they not getting along. So the whole time, if you had that at 12 or 11, your whole mind state would be like, "There's no point in me doing this. If we eventually gonna be end up making money together, if we eventually gonna be cool, if we, you know what I'm saying? If
And
I don't even,
we gotta be the ones to teach them that.
but that's where I feel like it's we getting there. We closer to getting there because I feel like it might look to the norm. Okay, most people are trying to go into that route of banging. You feel me? But we don't know how many kids this is like. I just want to be a streamer. I just want to stay home. I don't want to be in that shit. And then a lot of us that's really came from that, we moved out of them situations.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, when you look at the when you look at real life instead of like what people see, because a lot of people go based off of what they see on social media, because a lot of people really don't leave their house. Now I'm saying a lot of people really are just in their phone, so they don't really know what's going on in the real world. Know what I mean? But in the real world, you feel me? Like it's becoming more of a norm to not parent your kids than it is to parent your kids. You mute it. You mute it.
But that's where I think that's where we come in at. Like that would be our purpose. Like you feel me? Like it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of stuff we're gonna talk about within this episode. But it's like that's what our responsibility for this platform should be. Like that should be our goal. That should be our message. Like we should be teaching the young kids that's 11, 12, 13 on up. Like, okay, you should tap into this because we giving you information on shit they not gonna tell you. So we should show two gang members that might not beef or would have beef 10 years ago. That's cool now. We should show that. We should be the platform to display this, to give gems to the world. But let me play this one gem and then let me get my daughter right. Because she has this thing where she want all the attention. And I'm not, she not even
Sound like a woman
crying.
to me.
Yeah. And she not even crying. That's the cold thing about it.
She just whining, making noise. Like, hey, I'm here. You know, I do exist.
Against the people who protect society, you actually deserve the death penalty.
46 years is
Damn, she's starting off like that, bro.
for a 19-year-old to go to prison and be there for the rest of their lives.
If you commit this kind of crime against the people who protect society, you actually deserve the death penalty.
I don't see him as a violent man. I don't see him as a violent person. I don't see him as what they portrayed him to be.
We're talking about the possible parole of cop killers. And yes, they're guilty then, and they're guilty now, and no cop killer should ever walk the face of the earth.
Our stupid ass is about to push the skip button.
It is important that people understand that we did not receive a fair trial. There were multiple cover-ups in this case. But maybe let me make this point explicitly clear. Since 2002, my first parole hearing, I expressed remorse for the loss of life in this case. All right. I understand the devastation by anyone losing their loved one. Whether I'm guilty of it or not guilty of it, it is a loss. So the expression of remorse is part of my own humanity. The nature of the case, the nature of the crime, as one that can never change, but nonetheless is held against me. And so
I feel empathy for both. But like I'd be able to give a more like I'll be able to give a more detailed like explanation if I had more like details of the case of like what actually happened and shit like that. Like but from him saying that like it was a bad case, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things was overlooked and like thrown out. It kind of seems like from his point of view, from his perspective, and it's like this kind of when it's dealing with any like cop killers or case dealing with a cop's death, they tend to like if they feel it's you, they tend to make sure they can prove it's you, and they do everything to make sure they can prove it's you, even if that means sabotaging the case to make it better on their behalf. And so I feel him with that, you know, like that's why I say I feel empathy. And then it's like you never got a chance to be with your daughter ever. Like there's not one time he couldn't spend not one birthday with that one, that like with his little girl. You feel me? Like I feel that. Know what I'm saying? So I feel his side. But then like when you think of Shorty side, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, like she lost her husband, you know what I'm saying? And we don't know how that shit like feels like, cause I'm just thinking of me losing my brother, you feel me? Like, or me losing my aunt or something like that, you feel me? Like that, the way that hurt me, you know what I'm saying? And if I knew that like somebody took their life, I wouldn't want that person to get out of jail either. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, I would want them to not be alive. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, so it's kind of a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if I knew more details of like actual case and like what actually happened, I'd be able to give a better like synopsis on it. You muted.
We can keep details on it and just, have more stories like this to look at and get into. I think I've been coming back to this just for the simple fact for Black History Month. I would love to come back to this and we just like look into the case to see what's going on. Just even a conversation, like I don't even know if people would know to just to even have a conversation with this man would be dope. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then it's all from killing the cop too.
Yeah, that's tough, bro. And you know, I'm telling you, you know how it is, bro. You kill a cop, bro. You might as well, bro, kill yourself. Like, cause you going to jail ain't no better. Like, cause when you go to jail, bro, they gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like we be put in a different position. Like I just showed a video of something like somebody in jail and they escaped, and it was more than one police officer. You feel me? So
Uh-huh.
again, I just feel like if you knocking them down at a mass rate, you can't tell. It's like then the years make sense. You feel me? Then how long a nigga stay in there makes sense. But if you know what I'm saying, like it's tricky, bro. It's tricky. It's a lot to go into. Uh, Politics matters and everything, but
That's why I said like you gotta actually go into it.
but not family though. Once family get involved, the politics is a wrap. Nobody really care about the politics. Nobody really care of what the person stood on. Because at the end of the day, if he stood on not liking that cop or whatever happened, so it was like that was the politic. Like had to show how much you do deal with these people, or how much you don't deal with these people, how much you gotta protect yourself because of what you standing for or what you feel like you represent. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that be the trick. Like we gonna do so much politicking with you for you to lose your power and then use your family. You know what I'm saying? Like use some type of way to where make you feel like you ain't nothing. Cause I feel like the first, years of him being in there probably was tough. But once it came to like them affecting you and you can't never see your kids again or never being able to do things with your kids, then that's when they get very, very weird and different. You know what I'm saying? That's where it get very, very different. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get baby girl right, big dog.
now I'm about to. Why I do that? Can you can you please inform uh I was just looking at this music video, but damn, can Can y'all subscribe right now? Well, I'm thinking of it right now. Subscribe. We need as much subscribers as you can. And also start with Skip Bayless, bro. Can you update everybody on Skip Bayless while I take this little admission? Because I don't think everybody knows what you probably know about Skip Bayless. You feel me?
Uh, about the shenanigans he's going through.
Yeah, the whole situation, the whole get down.
Well, allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly because you know it's still going on. Uh, allegedly, you know, FS1 is under fire with a lawsuit. An ex hairdresser for FS1 is suing Skip Bayless, um, Charlie Dixon, if I'm not mistaken, and Joy Taylor for sexual assault in the workplace and sexual harassment. And some other stuff too, but those are like the real big ones. She also named quite a few other people, and more names are actually coming out. Matter of fact, where is here we go? She actually the other notable names that she named is Shannon Sharp, you know, but Shannon Sharp he came out quick and said don't put him in it. In which if your name get brought up in a court document, my boy, ain't no way you can say you ain't in it. You in it. You just got to make sure you ain't in it for the bad reasons, but you in it. Another name was Emmanuel Acho. Now his name is tricky because he's brought up in there. See, Shannon was brought up in there as just somebody that she slept with, that just so happened to work with FS1, allegedly. Emmanuel Acho, he's brought up in there because he's been accused of sleeping with Joy Taylor in order to get Joy Taylor a higher position in FX and Fox Sports. So they're Joy Taylor slept with Charlie Dixon to get where she was at that point in time when she met Emmanuel Acho, that job. So like for her to get the job at FS1, she slept with Charlie Dixon. That's what this woman Faraji is claiming. And for her to get the job at FS1 on the show Speak, she slept with Emmanuel Acho. It's alleged. It's alleged. But what I find funny is since this whole little thing came out with Joy Taylor, she's been covered up on every one of her shows since then. From neck to toe. You don't see nothing but her face. You barely even see her hands, bruh. It's kind of crazy. And then Emmanuel Acho, he ain't necessarily came out and said anything about it, but he act totally different on his shows now. He tried to limit his talking on his shows, and he keep the narratives away from personal things and strictly on sports now. Skip Bayless, he ain't came out and said anything, but Skip Bayless, he was accused of actually he was accused of offering the ex hairdresser um $1.5 million to have sex. Now listen here, bro. Like I ain't never in my life thought some little unana cost 1.5 million. I personally never thought that. I never thought that that'd be a number a nigga just throw out. Like you just got one point. First of all, bro, you're Skip Bayless. You're 70 plus years old.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't even got that much long to be spending 1.5 million on a couple minute activity for you. And when I say a couple minutes, I'm being generous, bro, because I don't even think it's that long, bro. You're 75. And you're not in great shape, bro. Like, you're not. So
I think
you
that's
ain't
why.
like,
I think that's what come in with the 1.5.
no, bro, no. Because no. Fam, 1.5 million is crazy, bro. Like,
Okay. So the question is, what woman would do him for any? Like, how much money would you gotta give a woman to do him? That's the question.
obviously, for 1.5 million would have got 1.5 million women in the bed with that man.
I
Like
get
he
that.
could he could
Give
have
me a
offered that.
number. We gotta
He,
find a number. Can you call somebody? Can you call anyone? Call a homegirl. Call somebody. A cousin. Somebody. We need to call
cost.
somebody. Or ask your girl. Or act not ask your girl. Call somebody.
Let me see here.
Yeah, we gonna be patient.
Cause bro, 1.5 million, bro. It's 1.5 million women out here that he could have asked that thing. He could have offered that to, and they would have gave it up for the
You
rest of their
still
life.
stuck. You still stuck on that number. Let's find the actual number. Let's find the actual number.
Of how much a nigga can offer a female and
No,
to get some.
him. What you gotta give a woman to be willing to them to throw
Sleep
it
with
all the
Skip
way back?
Bayless?
Yeah, that's what I'm
To sleep with,
saying.
bro, hold on. Let me see here. Let me see, because this is crazy, G. Because this is a wild question to ask somebody. Your girl there?
Ain't nobody answering, man.
Now I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna call. I'm looking for a number right now. They ain't gonna say 1.5 million. I tell you that.
Now that's cool. We just need to get the base number of what that would look like. Like, and it's hard too because every female don't know who Skip look like.
Hey, PR. Hey, I got a question for you, right? Listen. Don't take this as
We on the
disrespect.
podcast. We on the
Yeah,
podcast.
yo, you on my podcast right now, all right? So the audience gonna hear your answer, okay? Is you cool with that? Okay, all right. So how much would it cost? Well, how much would Skip Bayless have to pay you to sleep with him?
Who? I don't even know what it is.
You don't know who Skip Bayless is? The one who did the show with Shannon Sharp? Look up Skip Bayless on your phone right now. Yes, how much if you were to think of any number, right? Not saying that you would charge somebody, like saying you one of them, but if you was to see this man, you feel me? How much would he have to pay you to sleep with him?
Fucking him.
Uh huh. All right, because he offered a woman 1.5 million to sleep with him. Would you would have accepted that?
One.
Okay. All right, appreciate you. All right. Well, I guess it's some women that's just gonna say no, bro.
I want to call my granny so bad, bro. I want to
Your
call my granny.
grandma?
Yeah, cause I already know. Cause she know who Skip Bayless is, and they around like the same. Like like, I just want to
Uh-huh.
know what would it take for her to go out on the date? Let Skip take her out. I'm trying to think who else can I call, and I ain't trying to be too rude.
That's what I'm saying. That's a rude question to ask somebody, bro.
Call somebody else.
I'm I'm checking, man, because that's crazy. That's a crazy question to ask somebody.
Man, I'm thinking this is a cold conversation to think who would answer that question. Hold on.
You can't just call somebody out like you gotta be like in their face so like they know like you ain't cause bro, you go bro, if you ask a female that question, bro, and they don't take that as like you think that they're like be bought, know what I'm saying? Like
All right, let me call my cousin. Let me see. You hear?
I
Can you
can't hear
hear?
nothing. I can't hear nothing.
What about now? You hear
Mm-mm.
ringing?
I don't hear nothing.
She not answering. But that's my whole point. It's like my whole point with this is it's not really a number, and if it was a number, it'd be a high amount of number. You feel me? So you times that amount of number to get to 1.5. And then you be like, okay, that's how many times he want the smack. You feel me? Like, we gotta, to make this shit make sense. Like, you get what I'm saying? So let's say
So
the
you're not thinking he was offering the 1.5 for one time. You think he offering the
hell
1.
no. Nah, hell
But I'm
no.
telling you, it was for one time. That's why it's
Nah,
so crazy.
I don't think it. I think it was 1.5 to be in rotation. Like, you feel me? Because any nigga offering 1.5, he got a rotation already. It's a rotation there. And hold on. And obviously, he know it's a problem with him doing this to where the number's that high. He know his
Bro,
mind. Hold
listen
on,
to me.
hold on.
Listen,
In his mind, look. It's three things that go into this. He's corporate, so he knows my people is gonna be talking bad about me if they even hear me giving out $1,000 for some pussy. You feel me? Then it's the nigga white. You feel me? And then
poor Ernestine.
right, and then the nigga married. You feel me? So you got all that's a ticket. That's a tag. That's a price. You can't walk in with all this going on, and you on TV every day. That's not a normal price, bro. You feel me? If you don't want this to come back on you, this is not a normal price, bro. So let's just say, bro, 100,000. Ain't no female about to let you wang through the. You feel me? For 15 times for $100,000. So
Yes,
that's
they is.
15 times. You just heard what your people just said. They don't even want the nigga near them. So imagine 15 times for 1.5 million. 15 times. Do you know what 15 times look like? Do you know how?
Yes, I know exactly what that look like. I know exactly what that look like. But
It take
listen,
me a long time to get through 15 eggs, bro.
but listen,
It
bro.
take me a long time to eat through 15 nuts. Pause.
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie.
listen. You gotta listen. I understand that. I understand that. But all right, check me out. Because you saying he got a rotation, right?
No,
So is he paying all them 1.5
I'm not saying the rotation. What I'm saying is he done this before. Let me say rotation. Let me say he done this before.
How much money you gotta be playing with to just throw away the 1.5?
Well, I'm telling you, he don't want this to come back, so he put everything in perspective. Like
it came back for free.
So he thinking like, damn, what if I want to hit again? What if I want to keep on hitting? I'm married. I got this corporate shit going on. I got my wife. It's so many different variables. You feel me? So
I get that wholeheartedly. It came, but he gonna have to pay for it coming back on him now.
He ignoring it. So he doing it like a G. He like, shit, that shit ain't never happened, man. Fuck you talking about? I ain't never that. Nobody believe that shit. 1.5 million. Ain't nobody about to believe your ass. That's nothing. It's unbelievable. So he had to do a number that's kind of like it wasn't going to, ain't nobody going to believe I gave your stupid ass 1.5 million. You feel me?
Bruh, man, nah, niggas believe in Skip. Niggas believe in Skip and do that, bro. You about to sit here and tell me you don't think Skip would do that?
I believe he would do it because he got too much shit going on. He got too much shit.
Niggas don't think that he ain't doing it. Cause nigga, you think he did it. I think he did it too.
All right. One question.
I think he probably started off.
One question.
I think he started off lower, but got up there. Got up to 1.5.
All right. Let's be serious. Let's be serious though. Who's wrong in this situation? And is there anyone wrong in this situation?
Hell yeah, Skip wrong.
Okay, Skip wrong.
Well, everybody who's getting accused in this motherfucker wrong. And what is
she wrong? Is she wrong for fucking to the top? Like, cause
Joy Taylor?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say she's necessarily wrong.
She wrong for saying
the way she acts, compared to how she got her position, she's wrong for that.
She wrong for saying if something go wrong, she gonna go off the Richter. Wasn't she the one? It was two females, right?
Yeah. She's wrong for saying that. She's wrong for trying to claim sexual assault and harassment and on old boy. If anything was to go haywire, she's wrong for that. She's wrong for telling old girl that just get over it. You know what I'm saying? When the little sexual shit happened to her and she came to her about it and she told her like, girl, just get over it type shit. Like she's wrong for that. 100%.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. And like for the women who's actually like
and what's the black nigga name? I got
Emmanuel Acho?
Wally?
Yeah. What's wrong with Wally?
Okay. Now, I feel you, brother. I feel you. But it's not player the position you taking. And the reason why it's not player is because we know you would have smacked or smacked. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like you talking about.
You don't know that because he a married man.
Oops, my bad. My thing is, I was gonna say some cold shit too. Good thing I was gonna pull a Drake. I swear to God. Good thing
you heard Jason Whitlock. That nigga Jason Whitlock, he was like, I probably would have smacked. That's why I said, nah, I can't do it.
Okay, that was him. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, you talking about Jason Whitlock.
Hold on. Let me look at these niggas' faces.
Yeah, Jason Whitlock, he the one who said, like, her peanut butter skin, that big rack she got, know what I'm saying? Like, I had to tell her, nah, I'm good, because I probably would have did it in my younger days.
Okay, Jason Whitlock, I ain't talking about him. He a G. He a G. Of course he gonna keep. Of course your big ass gonna want some of that. Of course you looking at her like a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream, boy. You know you wanted some of that, Jason.
He said it now. He a hit now. That nigga said that peanut butter skin, that big rat.
Jason said he said I would have helped you. He said you should have came through me to get to the top. I would have helped you, baby. I would have helped you. Nah, but
he said she tried to come on one of his shows and he said no.
All right, so
he
Wiley.
said no. He said he ain't even about to set himself up for that.
I said, Wiley, you on? I'm gonna tell you. I don't want to say what I want to say. I want to say some shit right now because these niggas now get.
Is this not your show?
Okay. He probably wasn't married around this time. But, fuck all that. I don't know. But what I could say is the nigga have a good time in the city. When he in LA, he out having a good time. I seen my nigga out having a good time a couple times. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying?
He sit here acting like he high prince.
He high like he ain't went skiing before. That's what I'm trying to say. I done seen some shit, and that's why I'm like, bruh, come on.
Hey,
what's up?
Not to harp on that nigga Marcellus, man. That nigga Marcellus Wiley. But
and he about my height too. He about my little, you know what I'm saying?
What I didn't like about his take. What I didn't like about Marcellus Wiley's take.
Hold on, I ain't done yet. You probably about to say the same thing I'm gonna say. It is not player for you to bring up what the next man could have did or should have did. That shit was not player. Then call her out is not player. And then you look like a nigga that smack. Like you fit the you fit the description. Pause. Like ain't no way you just riding around just being, you feel me, player. Any nigga that come through with a fly suit, hit that. I ain't gonna lie. Any nigga that come through with a fly suit every other week, because what you getting fired for? You not just getting fired for the...
Hold on, wait. So you said, okay. So you said, all right. Because she was on the show, bro. She was on the show.
Hold on.
Speak for yourself.
Hold on. Hello? Can you hear, fool?
Yeah, I can a little bit.
What about now?
Yeah.
All right, so look. I'm doing the podcast right now, right? I'm doing the podcast right now. You on the podcast.